Hello, this is my Subtractive Synthesizer project. So we'll start with the first preset up here. My control interface is basically the presets button up in the top left, and then the keyboard, which we've used in other example patches as as note input, and that comes out here at this little object, and we can see how that works. So let me just adjust the volume, make it a little louder. So as you can see on this preset, there's a bit of modulation in the amplitude from the LFO. You can hear if I hold this, you can hear the oscillation in the amplitude. So a couple things that are going on here. We have an amplitude modulation happening over here to the left. We then pass through, so then we pass the oscillation and the sidebands over here through a filter, a low pass filter, which is controlled with an ADSR envelope over here, and you can affect all of these, the attack, decay, sustain, and release of this envelope, and also the amplitude ADSR envelope down here as well. So all of these things will affect the sound that we're getting. There's also a second oscillator, which is controlled right here with a scaler of the first oscillator's frequency. I have it turned to 0 for this preset, but we'll hear that on some other presets. Here's the LFO, which can oscillate the amplitude and have another kind of dimension to the sound quality. Alright, let's take a look at another preset. This is number 2. As you can see, this is kind of a softer, maybe darker sound. It has a little bit more oscillation. And we've noticed that the harmonicity of the amplitude modulation has changed. We can play some cool things with this sound, I think. Oh! What happened there? I clicked the wrong button. Anyway, yeah. So that's the kind of different sound, and you can see that we're having this second oscillator here. Third preset. This one, I think the coolest part of this one is how there's a very fast oscillation on the LFO, but it's very narrow, so we hear this kind of like shimmer effect. And finally, the fourth preset. This one has a much wider oscillation on the LFO, and also has a longer attack, which kind of makes this more ethereal in my head. And we can, it's kind of like sounds like Star Trek. Yeah. So anyway, these are my 4 presets and my synthesizer. Thank you.